Right. And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer,
paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the Origin expedition.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Oh, yes, of course, Herr Berger. I'm sure none of us would be here otherwise, would we?
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all. I'm curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. If and when we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team, the team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable snowman.
Oh, I see. Now I get why it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
He's off again. Get him started on anthropology and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
I might only be a waitress, but actually I find it quite interesting.
Well, Fräulein, the Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow for generously sponsoring this expedition, which is sure to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herr Herz.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes, Herr Herz.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
What a brute.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
I suppose it is the way of the world, Herr Berger. Thank you, gentlemen, for telling me about your expedition. But I must get back to work.
¿Por qué no puedo pasar? ¿Cómo puedo dejar esto en el lugar? ¿Y dónde dejo la...? Hice las cosas bien, ¿eh?
Right, my lovely. Pop out, take the orders on the terrace, and then we can take a breather. Right, my lovely. Pop out, take the orders on the terrace, and then we can take a breather.
¿Pero dónde dejo esta weá? Ya sería así de weón, pero si no...
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical square. There are still customers on the terrace. I'd better go and see if they would like to order.
Come on, Leon. Show me your energy, your youth. Oh dear, you look more like my old Aunt Helga.
Better not interrupt them. That Frau Junta wasn't exactly friendly earlier with Lenny. I'd better not disturb them. I don't want to risk another scolding. Lenny, sweetheart?
Crikey, you nearly made me jump out of my skin.
What have you got there?
Oh, it's a camera lens, that's all.
A camera lens.
Yeah? Borrowed it from Frau Junta?
I've just made her acquaintance. A real charmer, isn't she?
And she never lets me have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
Lenny, what's so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
All right, borrow it.
Can't you see? Who would be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the centre of attention, you know.
Is that what you want?
No, not exactly. Besides, there's nothing to do here.
I do understand, Lenny, but...
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I'll live at the top of a building in the big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
Believe me, I do understand, Lenny. Because of my coughing fits, I've sometimes had to stay in my room for weeks on end. Imagine that, nothing to see but the same four walls.
Oh, right. Must have been pretty tough, I guess.
That's why I took up the piano. Do you like doing anything special, Lenny?
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
You won't tell on me then?
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
I promise.
Leon, dear, do make an effort.
We'd better get back. Father will get cross if he finds us gabbing.
I need to add more wood in the fire. Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Esto se lo robaron, estaban en el tren. Estaban en el tren estos cuadros. Había leña, pues.
There's no one to serve upstairs. And besides, there's still much to do down here. I don't want to let Herr Gustav down.
No puedo dejar la bandeja, weón.
So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way at least I won't get rusty.
Yo no puedo salir de ahí.
Off you go, my girl. You'll be fine.
Okay. Pero, ¿cómo voto?
Looks all good to me. Better try another one. No. Looks all good to me. That one is loose. Impossible. Looks all good to me. No. Looks all good to me. Looks all good to me. It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more. It doesn't work. Impossible. That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow. Better try another one. Impossible. No. Looks like there's something wrong with the airflow. That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow.
¿No? Si dice que hay fallas técnicas en el banco.
Looks all good to me. This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. That's it. I'm done here. I've done all that Herr Gustav told me to do. I'd better go and tell him.
All right.
Fine. No more orders and everyone's served.
That's the go. You handled your first foray pretty well, Dana, my girl, stepping away as you did from anything to do with the Brown Shadow. Keep it up, and we'll all be all right. Hey, Dana?
But what if he...
Just do as you did, and we'll be all right. You played him like a fiddle, Dana. Well done. Especially as I didn't even have to spell out how to go about it. You're a natural. So keep it up, my lovely, and you'll be opening doors at a flick of an eyelash.
A tocar piano.
So, young lady, you're still off to the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for, then? Get back to your practicing, and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
All right then, I will. Thank you, Herr Gustav.
Play something melodious this time. It'll make a nice change from the military pieces some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
Se arrancó a Polonia el autor de esta melodía. Y una vez estando en Polonia, tocaba igual que ella, como siendo el buen ya famoso, arrancando de la ciudad socialista, se va a Polonia y estaba tocando como en una especie de restaurante y atrás y empieza a tocar, no me acuerdo cómo se llama.
Leon,
No sé,
what are you doing? I want to catch the light.
porque nada más por la humillación y la represión y a favor de la revolución. Atractivo que toca el piano. ¿Qué más? Aplaudan los weones.
I'm so sorry. I got carried away.
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. Bravo.
Clap! How can you clap? Oh, so you like noise, do you? Do you? Well, you should be ashamed! Ashamed, I say! To applaud the music of a treacherous Polish separatist! Rebel-rousing! It's this kind of rebel-rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Bulgarian ideology in the minds of honest people! And those who partake in its vulgarization are accessories to treason!
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy!
¿Estás bien? Ya sé que va a terminar.
Come, Fraulein. Best clear off until the dust settles.
No, weón. Puta juego se queda pegado, weón. Cagaste, no sabía hacer nada, weón.
You should have seen me then, Fräulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon. I needed to know, to be included, one way or another.
Y le tomó una foto, o la pintó.
Not now, Lenny.
Go up to your room, Lenny.
¿Por qué? Si ella no hizo nada.
Lenny, don't. Give them some space, would you?
I can't hear them from here. I need to find a calmer spot. Upstairs.
Don't you have some dolls to dress or something?
He had it coming.
A blasted fight. That's all I need.
Me falta un weón. Este.
What a fiasco. Shouldn't you be in bed? What a fiasco.
Pero es menor que... Pensé que tenían la misma edad. Ah, el weón que estaba afuera. ¿21 años? Para que no digan.
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. All Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act, because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less, and neither could the authorities.
Hay que arrancar, pues. Si no, ya saben.
What's wrong? Did my rant frighten you?
Well, yes. Yes, it did. I mean, not you, Fraulein. But what you said about the fascists. You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training them.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right?
Ujú.
So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion. And you can be my muse.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds. Everyone's going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say. The whole band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
Where did Dana go after she left?
Back to her parents, I should think. Somewhere in Vagan.
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did. If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much. Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it. That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Bah, pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then... Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself, on a world climbing tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the path too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters, killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... maybe it was young pranksters.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid. I guess there must be an access to the attic from the first floor. An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday. Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days. Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
¿Pero qué es eso?
This must be Yunta's coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
¿Qué me falta? No, ahí sí que no. Necesito un número que ya pueda ver algo. 20 no.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Ah, no puedo subir por ahí. Ya, algo que no está bien. Hay algo que no está bien.
Amazing! Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Claro que sí. ¿Dónde podrán estar los códigos?
Amazing! Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Tiene que estar acá. Debe haber una afirmación y en esa afirmación a ver.
The painting on the top of Yunta's coffer reminds me of the view from the terrace. The painting on the top of Yunta's coffer reminds me of the view from the terrace. That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about. Maintaining the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it. I think the spyglass on the terrace is pointed towards the mountains, the same that are on the top of Yunta's coffer. I have to put in a coin. Typical.
No.
There's a cap blocking the view. It won't budge. There must be a way of unblocking it somewhere else on the mechanism.
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
About Junta's coffer.
What about it?
You wouldn't happen to know the combination, would you?
I told you before, I don't know it.
Pero es roja.
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learnt when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valladolid.
Valladolid in France?
That's right. The price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings. Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
I'll be going then.
No, I can't go.
That must lead to the other side of the circus. That must be the notice the alpinist at the refuge spoke about. It prohibits access to Devil's Pass due to the bodies of the resistance fighters found on the ice.
No puede ser 120, no, son dos códigos nomás.
I should try to use the spyglass on the terrace to find clues for the codes to Junta's coffer.
Pero me falta una moneda.
I have to put in a coin. Typical.
Must have got it wrong. That doesn't work. Wrong one.
Oh, the mechanism is blocking it.
Necesito la moneda.
A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop. A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop.
Está igual, pero está apagado. Necesito una moneda, weón.
I should try to use the spyglass on the terrace to find clues for the...
Ah, no había pasado por acá.
This must be Lenny's room. Not sure I'm allowed in here, really. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet. That's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about. Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period. This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge. There are no photos of the occupation of Vaughan by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth. She's still sitting there, watching. Wonder what she's thinking about. I should try to use the spyglass on the terrace to find clues for the codes to Yunta's coffer. It's cold in here. Austere. Looks like a storage room. Somebody's been smoking. A client, maybe? Unless Lenny likes to sneak a smoke.
Para llegar hasta allá arriba.
There. But who could have left it open? It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself.
No encuentro ni una weá. Más arriba no me había dado cuenta. Ah, acá está el baúl. Hay que probar, hay que probar.
No, I don't think so.
¿Qué tenía en la cartera? Ah, no veo.
It looks like I can get some useful information about different areas of the mountain here. That's the fabled Silberspiegel. Oh, I wish I had time to watch it change color. I've already taken a picture of that view. I've already taken a picture of that view. I've already taken a picture of that view.
Ah, pero...
I've already taken a picture of that view. So that's what they call the Devil's Pass. Incredible. I've already taken a picture of that view. The bodies of the resistance fighters that the alpinist mentioned must be inside. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it. I've already taken a picture of that.
La foto.
I've already taken a picture of that view. Ya sé ya. Ah, todo esto estaba subiendo un video. Vamos a ver si subió. Vamos a ver si subió el video. ¿Dónde está? Subió. Muy bien. No, muy oscuro.
dónde veo las miniaturas. ¿Por qué no lo puedo cambiar? Puta la weá. Computador culeado. No me permite cambiar la foto. No es contenido creado para niños, pues. Bueno. Bueno, no está lo que yo andaba buscando. Sí, sí encontré la... Chucha, ¿qué es lo que tenía que ver? ¿Qué pasó? Entonces, para adivinar los números, tenemos que ver qué foto es la que corresponde. Vimos que está esta. Entonces 108 es la que corresponde. Porque esta es la del pico del diablo. Otra es la otra es esta, la forma del corazón, por ese sentido. Oh, quiero ir al baño. Autora 072. Yo tenía una
I'll need a key to open it.
Impossible. Must have got it wrong. That doesn't work.
Hay una cámara. Ahí hay. Pero... ¿por qué no puedo? No me aparece nada. Dice buscar, pues yo busco y no hay nada. Ah, está la weá.
A film developing company. They probably developed Yunta's films and sent them back once they were done. No doubt Yunta must have written this. Summer 1937. The year Dana worked here. Let's see. I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime. Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
I'd like to know what Leon sees in her. I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine, same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Wow, that looks futuristic. What is it?
Ah, that little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
¿Cómo sería esto?
Looks like I'm out of options for now. I should check on what Dana did in 1937 while she was here. It might show me a way to open the coffer. I must remember to ask Lenny about it.
Take the key in the coffer, Dana, my sweet.
Ah, la llave.
Dana, be a darling and put the key somewhere safe. You can't be too careful with these mountain people, especially with that little Lenny sniffing around my equipment all the time.
También le gusta ver.
Where do you normally put it?
I have a little hiding place over there.
Is this where you want me to put the key?
Yes, there's a dear.
It's a handy hiding place. Who made it?
Oh, Herr Gustav. He knows only too well that some customers have their little secrets, you know. Just need to finish preparing for the filming tomorrow. Then we can chat away to our heart's content. If you could just fetch me a new roll of film from the darkroom, then we're done.
teoría en otro orden, pero...
Wrong one. Impossible.
Get away!
That's a lot of equipment you have there. If you don't mind my asking, how do you manage to pay for it all?
Oh, that's easy.
I love your photos.
Ah, well, they each represent an element of mountain wildlife and flora I've photographed recently. I use them as a sort of checklist.
A checklist, huh? All these newspaper clippings mention the brown shadow. According to Father, their influence is growing among the population. Now that I've had the misfortune of meeting Herr Huss here, I understand his concern.
The key I got from the hiding place will be used to unlock the safe.
Pero estaba buscando otra cosa. Algo en el video.
Darn it. The end of Junta's notes. Impossible to know what happened next. But maybe I can figure out how...
Did you take this picture?
Of course.
And Herr Huss? What's he doing with the Origin expedition?
Unfortunately, all scientific expeditions sponsored by the Brown Shadow come with a chaperone like him. There to make sure their funds are used as they see fit. In other words, that there is no divergence with regards to their ideology.
How did you get to film them training?
Oh, it was a commission. Lucky, really. Right place, right time kind of thing. Of course, I jumped at the chance because it meant I could film Leon in action at last.
How did you and Leon get together? I mean, how did you...
We're just friends, if that's what you want to know.
Herr Gustav's radio. Looks like he customized it, probably to compensate for the wave disturbance due to the mountains.
Where can I find the combination for the mechanism?
Ah, los usaba como... No, era la casa. En la casa... La última eran las flores. La última eran las flores, pues... A ver. Chucha, no me acuerdo. Ah, ya. Entonces, esta weá, las flores. Ah, ya hay que anotarlo, weón. Ya, entonces, la cabra ya decidió. Flores. Oh, oh. Yo con los códigos tengo fallas técnicas, pero lo demás no. Chucha, pero no tengo... A ver. Tiene que haber más. ¿Cómo no encuentro nada? No me voy a ir, no. Ahí hay algo.
According to Yunta's notes, there was a room on the other side. I can't reach it anymore, but Dana could.
Oh, no puedo. No puedo cambiar. Pero de verdad no encuentro ni una weá. Ya está bien. Buscar, pero no encuentro.
Maybe Yunta kept some reels that I can watch using the viewer.
Ese, pues, sí, yo sé, pero no lo puedo pescar. Ahí está. Mira. Ya, vámonos a ver esto.
Better try something else.
Qué weá. ¿Qué pasó ahora, weón? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Por qué no me lo pesca? Ah, el otro rollo.
I'll watch this one afterwards.
Ah, ya, lo que tengo yo. Ahí está. Ahora sí. Pero es igual. Pero es absurdo el juego en sí. Una persona encuentra esa foto, esa pintura que dice, oh, tú te pareces a ella, anda a ver quién es y dónde está y bla bla bla. Y esta partió a buscarlo, bueno, encontró.
Interesting footage. Let's see what's on the other reel.
¿Cómo lo saco de acá, bueno?
I've already seen this reel. I should rewind and remove the first reel before putting this one on.
Pero yo lo hice, bueno. Mira, no veo, está de color blanco. ¿Cuándo voy a ver esa weá? Pero hay un Deus Ex Machina, porque claro, como ella pudo tener el poder de volver con la memoria, ¿se dará cuenta? O eso lo utilizamos nosotros como jugadores. ¿Qué pasa con esa mujer, man? ¿Por qué se vuelve tan importante?
Lenny didn't say she filmed a fight between Dana and Leon. I'd better go back and see her to find out about it.
¿Por qué la buscan? Porque se parecía a ella. Es dentro de lo lógico, si nos ponemos a pensar. ¿Qué pasa ahí? Alguien. ¿Dónde está la vieja? Ahí.
Demoiselle Lenny, I saw the film you shot of Dana and Leon.
So Junta kept it. She got so cross when she discovered I'd rummaged through her stuff. She most certainly had secrets of her own, that one.
I know it was ages ago, but can you recall what happened between Dana and Leon that day?
You do like flogging a dead horse, don't you, Fraulein? But as you please. Since Junta never let me use her camera, I decided not to ask her anymore. Like that, she couldn't say no, could she? And that's when I heard them arguing.
How could you agree to this, Leon? How could you?
I told you I had no choice. The local guide for Baltayar can't do it anymore. He got injured.
There are plenty of other guides in Wagen. Why does it have to be you? Just tell them to find someone else.
Look, Dana, I didn't want to tell you, but...
But what?
Frank Huss, that brute from the other night. He's the one that made the call here. In other words, he's taking revenge by sending me to the other side of the world with the Origin expedition. And he said that if I refused, something might happen. Not just to me, but to you as well.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a Vegarian and so are your parents, right? Well, Huss says it won't be long before the Brown Shadow is in power, and he made it clear that something was brewing, and that you and your parents would be first on the list.
What list?
I don't know, but it can't be good. Then he said that other Vegarians would follow.
Dear God.
Dana, darling, the world's gone crazy. Promise me you'll be very careful. It will be all right if you just watch yourself and what you say. I've asked Junta to stand by you just in case. It won't be long, darling. Half a school year at the Music Academy. I'll be home for Christmas. Promise. Oh, come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
¿Por qué no?
It's true, though. That's exactly what you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on, then.
All right.
Ya eso.
Your nickname will be Highland Painter from now on.
Not sure my Veganese artist friends will like it, but why not? Beautiful, isn't it? I could stay here forever.
There, Fräulein Walker. That is all I have to say. I hope this time you have what you need to continue on your journey.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. But there is just one more thing. You mentioned a music academy? They must have ledgers and archives. Maybe I'll be able to find out whether Dana left an address there.
Well, it hasn't moved. It's still in Vargan. Go to the musicians' district. It's right next to the musical square. That's all I can tell you. So if you don't mind, Fräulein.
No me voy en vano.
Thank you. Then that's where I'll continue my search.
Is it really worth your while to keep looking for Dana? Is it not just another pipe dream, Fräulein? I get the impression there have been others.
I prefer to look at it as a calling. Besides, I don't have much choice. Thanks to you, she's a part of me now.
As you wish. I hope you find what you are looking for.
Thank you. Again. I've got everything I need from here, I guess. Best get back to the guest house. Get some rest. I'll go to the Music Academy first thing in the morning.
Ah, no puede salir por
That
acá.
must lead to the other side of the circus.
Pero todavía no tiene sentido por esto.
I found her, my sweet Katusha. The girl in the painting. Her name is Dana. Dana Rose.
That's nice, Kate. Real nice.
I'm gonna find out who she was, just like I promised you.
Nothing more than a good old adventure to forget your grief, I guess. You should go, Kate, or you're gonna miss the tram. will always be a train for you.
Gracias viejo, si quieres que me dice dónde creo que es. Ah, la avenida está aquí. Puta, yo no quiero la hueá completa.
Oh, gosh. What a day.
Todo esto en un día.
I hope Oscar's okay. Wherever he is. I'm not abandoning him. I just need to find him.
Velod. Atropellaron a alguien.
Closed. It's late. Frau Wagner must have gone to bed. Not a soul here. Not surprising, given the time.
Ah, ya. No es lo mismo encontrar el... Ah, no podéis cambiar por él. Un buen pretexto. Pero no tiene sentido. ¿83? Universidad adolescente o niño. Preadolescente.
Is that you, Katie?
Yes, Mom! I mean, who else can it be?
No se ve.
Last time it took Mom days to find the strength to open it. Grandpa and Grandma from New York gave it to me for my last birthday. I really ought to read it, or at least dog-ear the pages so it looks like I did.
La montaña sagrada. ¿Pero qué toma? No.
Mom bought those again.
¿Pero cuáles son? No dice.
The piano that Mom ordered will soon be here. Couldn't bring myself to tell her that I wanted a drum kit instead.
Ah, de verdad que esta mujer después estuvo presa, hizo unas bandas semi-punk Estuvo metida en revoluciones contestatarias en contra de... ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué le pasó al viejo? Se murió.
Wow. I hope I get to travel around the world too when I grow up.
Me estuviste presa, ¿no? Pero bueno.
Oh, hello, Munchkin.
Hey, Mom. We haven't seen Grandpa and Grandma for a long time. Mom says they'll probably come over from New York on her birthday. You forgot your music box.
Be careful with that, please, Munchkin.
Where'd this come from?
I already told you. Your grandma and grandpa gave it to me when I was little.
Doesn't look like it's from New York, though.
I don't know. Must have been in the family forever.
I just love it.
You've always liked it. Ever since you were little.
Will you give it to me when I'm big?
Maybe, if you're a good girl, when I get old.
So when will that be then?
Later, Katie.
Y estos juegos el otro mes van a estar gratis. Todo puesto. Mira la weá que me pongo a pensar. No tengo sueño, man.
But when?
In a very, very long time, I guess. When I'll be gone.
El lugar clásico.
Dear Kate, wherever you are now, despite the sad news it contains, I hope this letter reaches you in time.
Oh, give it a rest, Olivia.
Dear Kate, wherever you are now, despite the sad news it contains, I hope this letter reaches you in time.
Oh, give it a rest, Olivia. Ah, what the hell? You want me to call you, Olivia? Fine. I've survived worse criticism. I shouldn't put it off. I better call Olivia while I have the courage.
¿Quién es Olivia?
Who do you think you are, Olivia Foster? It's easy to judge and lecture me from New York. You know nothing about what I've gone through, of what I've had to endure since leaving Hans.
¿Dónde estoy tratando el teléfono, weón? Me perdí.
Hello? Hello? Mr. Canton, is that you? Who's there, please?
Got your letter, Olivia.
Kate, I sent it 2 years ago.
I know. Things have been complicated.
Complicated? I see. And so when are you coming back to New York? You know, to visit your mother's grave?
You know I can't come back, Olivia. I'm still wanted by the police over the sale of the Vorarlberg factory.
Oh, I haven't forgotten, believe me. If only you knew how much the accusations hurt your mother. Visits from the police, the requisitions, and just when she was diagnosed, too. And yet the poor woman never stopped hoping that her daughter would come back one day. Or at least call to help her in her final days.
I'm calling precisely because I do care. It's just that ever since Katyusha's death and escaping from the mine, well, things have been, complicated. And then there's the woman in the painting, Dana.
What are you talking about, Kate? Just listen to yourself. None of what you're saying makes any sense.
Olivia, please.
Kate, Okay, listen to me. I thought you had plenty of time to think about how you abandoned all of us. Me, your mother, Dan, or even that poor Mr. Canton. And maybe felt at least some remorse. But I guess I was dreaming. All you do is keep chasing castles in the sky and ignore those who care about you.
Are you done?
Oh, Kate, I should have known. And I should never have asked you to call me. Goodbye, Kate. I hope you find whatever it is you've been looking for these past 3 years. One thing's for sure, though. You wanted to be alone. And that's how you're gonna stay.
Okay, let's go, kiddo. Another day, another page. A new day in Vaughan. I must take the tram to that music academy where Dana Rose was a student in the 1930s. With a bit of luck, they'll have kept her records. Demoiselle Lenny told me the music academy is near the musical square. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me more.
Ah, hello, Miss Walker. Ah, Miss Walker, did you sleep all right?
Fine, thanks.
Now, is there anything you need?
I went to the Silberspiegel Refuge yesterday. Oh, magnificent.
I won't disagree with that, Miss Walker. Those mountains are the pride of the town, just like old Lenny.
Lenny is highly respected in Vaughan because she was a resistance fighter during World War II, right? Well, I heard about it when I was at the refuge.
Lenny Renner might be a grumpy old spinster, but to us she's still a heroine. Pity the same can't be said of her father, though. Still, everyone has their cross to bear, as they say.
What do you mean?
No point gossip-mongering. The war was a dark time in Vaughan for everyone, see? Best not stir up old memories.
Everything seems to link the person I'm looking for with the Second World War and the rise of the Brown Shadow.
Terrible times were those, my dear. Especially when Vaughan was occupied after the annexation of Ostertal. Thank God I was born just after the liberation.
I see. But I guess you had to grow up with the after effects of those events.
Oh yes, dear. There was a kind of conspiracy of silence where everyone suspected each other, even their close friends. Did any of them collaborate with the enemy? And if so, was it through like-mindedness or simple cowardice? Were they responsible in one way or another for the arrest or death of a family member?
Oh, it must have been awful.
A terrible time, really.
Well, the person I'm looking for is from the same generation.
You'll just have to hope she managed to survive the madness then.
I'd like to go to the music academy. Can you tell me how to get there?
You just need to take the tram northbound to the musical square.
Is there anything I should know about the academy?
To tell the truth, it's a little glum nowadays. Especially when you think it was once the jewel of the town. Where students came from all over the world to perform on the musical square, you know. Pity. It's since lost its panache of old through lack of students and means.
Well, I guess I should get going. Thank you for your time, Frau Wagner.
Feel free to ask if you have any more questions.
Era para el otro lado. Y llegaron los perros, y llegaron los niños, y llegaron todos. Así que nos vamos a la escuela de música. Ah, no puedo ir en moto, así que voy a para que la vean. Porque siempre está vacío. Buenas hojas de otoño.